Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Samp and Chance Wrestling. I'm your host, Bobby Sampson. Mr. Chance Michaels, how you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Not bad, man. We had a crazy week in wrestling. Some
Yeah,
good,
lots.
some really, really bad. We're going to get into all of it. But first, let's talk about Forbidden Door. The AEW cross promotion with New Japan, CMML, held in the O2 Arena in London this past Sunday. Another 4 hours, 4.5 hour card, but it didn't feel that bad because it was in the afternoon for us.
Hmm.
Um, they're saying that they have the highest gate at any wrestling show in London before, which I kind of find hard to believe because of how much WWE's been there the last year. So
Well,
either they
if
really,
WWE charges so high for ticket prices, you figure that they'd have a higher gate, but
well, that's
maybe
what I'm
not.
saying, right? So how much are they charging? That was my first question. Stadium was full, man. People were
Hmm.
loving it. The crowd was hot. But let's get into the card itself, man. The show opens up with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage reuniting almost after 20, 15, 20 years, I would guess, somewhere along there, up
Yeah,
against Kip Sabian and Nick Wayne. But Nick Wayne wasn't there. They brought back Kill Switch, man.
yeah, it's good pop. The crowd seemed to enjoy that.
No one saw that happening, man.
No, nobody's seen that, which is
Uh,
nice. It's nice when that happens. That's what
no,
you
it was a good match, man. And once again, they're treating Kill Switch like he's like, I don't know, man. Like he had issues with Kip Sabian during the match,
want.
which basically led them to lose. Edge and Christian won. Spoiler. Good match. I thought it was a great opener. I had no
It was a good
problem.
opener because people were so excited to see, Edge and Christian back together. So start the show with that, gets the crowd pumped up, gets you excited. Then you're talking on social media like, "Hey, Edge and Christian are back from in." You know what I mean? It was actually well done.
What I really liked about it is Christian is not breaking that bad taste in your mouth character that he is.
Which I think will lead to them breaking up and having a final match and one of them will retire.
Maybe something like that. But I thought it was funny because even Edge was trying to play into it, right? Like with the
Yeah,
just both of them standing on the rope with the scowl and the whole thing. But I thought it was fun. I had
yeah,
no
it was
issues with
good. It
it.
was a good opener. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, totally. Lots and lots of fun. All right, so let's move on to the next match here. AEW TNA Championship. Kyle Fletcher against Tanahashi. Kyle Fletcher wins. Anything you want to take away from that fight?
I enjoy Kyle Fletcher. I always said that how he's super athletic. He just needs a little more charisma. He needs somebody to write some promos for him because he's a potential future star. Just needs a little more charisma and get that mic work down in the ring. Super talented guy.
All right. Nothing more to say about that. AEW TBS Championship match. Mercedes Monet versus Alex Windsor. Um, versus Periscope. And I can't remember the girl from Stardom. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll leave it at that. Good match. You know who Alex Windsor is?
It's from WWE.
No. She's Osprey's girlfriend.
I didn't know that. I didn't really even know who she was. I saw her wrestling.
She's an indie girl, man. She's an indie girl through and through. She's never been in the WWE process, I don't believe. Maybe as an extra, maybe something like that,
Yeah,
maybe a tryout. But Mercedes walks away with this. A good match, man.
it was good. Mercedes had to win this. You can't give it to Alex Windsor or Periscope. Well, that would have just been,
I
no.
like the entrance that she came out to. She had all the the British guards with the big fluffy hats. I call them the fluffy guards.
Yeah,
Each one had one of her titles. This chick's walking around with like 9 belts now. She won another one a couple nights ago
yeah.
before
To
the
me, to
pay-per-view.
me, like I know a boxer we get 4 belts undisputed. We have 9, 10 belts. It becomes watered down. And like, what are the quality of the belts that you're winning from what kind of company? So to me, it gets a little
I
cheesy.
don't even know where these promotions are that she's got them all from. Yeah, one's maybe from CMML. She's got the AEW one. She probably got one from New Japan. Where
Mm-hmm.
the other five, six of them come from, I don't know. But Monet looked great, man. I got to give her respect. It was a good match. I think the girls did a great job. Considering it was a fatal four-way, I mean, just some really good high spots, some good low
Mm-hmm. It
spots.
worked hard.
Worked really, really hard. And Monet, in true Monet fashion, picked it up
Well,
where she
let's
needed
give
to.
let's give
And
let's give Anthony Khan a little bit of credit. He's booking Mercedes Monet better than WWE did, and maybe it's because she got a firelit under her ass because they were saying what a waste of money to pay her all that money. She's doing terrible. And ever since she heard all that, she's
well, you
elevated
know
her game
what? I
way
think
off.
I think at the end of the day, in the WWE system, you have to work within the system where here you are your own
Yeah,
system,
a little more freedom. Yeah.
right? You have a bit more freedom, and that's why she's doing what she's doing. And she's kind of coming into her own.
I also think she got a firelit under her. She heard a lot of negative talk.
Hey, dude, if she goes back to WWE now, she'll be even better, in my opinion. You know, she kind of reminds me of like a Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal kind of character that took time off, left, came back better.
Yeah, could be.
Okay. Because when she left WWE and she did her embarked on this little journey, she wasn't great. A lot
No.
of everything that she was lacking was exposed,
Yep.
right? Because WWE does a great job of covering all that up and making you look good in whatever you're good at, right?
Yep.
She's not good at the stick, so she didn't talk much in WWE. You know,
Smart.
and the way her matches were choreographed and the way they shot her matches in WWE hid a lot of the things that made you want to cringe or go, oh, come on. You
Yep.
should know better than that. So she's improving on that stuff. So that means, in my opinion, if she goes back now, she's going to be top dog there, man.
Either that or there's, like you said, within the freedom that Tony Khan gives you, she shows more of who she really is. I don't know, she doesn't have that freedom, so maybe she just won't work well there. It's hard to say.
I'll flip that again back to you, man, because I feel that once you can show WWE all the things that you're doing outside of their company, they'll bring you back and give you more rope. Look at Drew McIntyre. He's got a lot of rope to do his own social media, his own little things like that. He doesn't have to run by anybody, right? So, I mean,
Yep.
he's killing it on that front. So, same kind of thing. That's why I kind of see it, right?
Could be.
Right. All right, let's move on here. AEW Tag Team Championship match, Hurt Syndicate versus who ended up being Brodeo and FTR, because the night before in Collision, Brodeo and FTR had a draw. So both teams, this became a triple threat match.
Yeah.
Now, outside interference played a huge role in this match. We had Ricochet and his merry band of goons working under the tutelage of one MJF, literally pulled the Hurt Syndicate out of the match. They were gone. It basically became between Brodeo and FTR. These guys, they put on a hell of a match on Saturday. They carried on from where they left off. It was a great match. Brodeo wins. We have new tag team champions. The Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley and crew do not have any belts now. Interesting.
Bobby Lashley is too talented and too big of a star and too athletic to be in the tag team division. I get it. You want to tag him up with like a big star. You can do Bobby Lashley and Moxley. Just a couple one-offs. To have him, your best athlete on your roster and your most in-shape athlete on your roster and a legitimate MMA fighter. And he's sitting in the tag team division. Come on, man. Now that he's lost the belt, break up this Hurt Syndicate's nonsense and put Bobby right up the ladder in contention, at least in the top 5, fighting some of the top 5 guys, not fighting mid-card tag team matches. It's such a waste. You're wasting him.
If you want to talk about, like, we talk about WWE always doing the same thing, having the 4 or 5 guys at the end of every show. Well, you know what? AEW does the same thing here too, bro. It's either Ospreay, it's either Hangman, it's either John Moxley, it's either, not so much Kenny Omega, but you know what I mean? You want to bring something up now? Now you bring up Lashley, like you said.
I don't think
freshen that up a little bit and get him into it a little bit, right?
Let's not forget Bobby Lashley dresses great. His suits that he wears, looks like money. The guy looks like money. I don't know why he's not using them. He's nuts.
Yeah. Now, your favorite match of the night, Okada versus Strickland for the AEW Unified Championship title. Surprise, yes, because Okada won. I was kind of hoping, and we were both hoping. I think this is the one that we kind of got wrong together. We both kind of picked Swerve.
Yeah, we did
to win this, and
surprise. I mean, nice to see a surprise, but I mean, it wasn't a bad match. I don't think it was great by any means. I thought they worked decent together. But I don't think it was even a top 3 match on the show. Do you?
No, I think it was just kind of in the middle of the road, kind of a match. Filler. I'll be honest, man. I think I stepped away at that point to go make dinner for our friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I can step away from this right now and do some cooking for our guy.
Exactly. So if that match lets you know you can step away. He didn't have great chemistry. He didn't really capture the audience. There were some good spots, some good moves. Swerve looked good. They didn't work well together for whatever the reason is, I thought.
Yeah, no, 100%. I completely agree with you. And at the end of the match, it looks like the Don Callis family got a new member there. Who was that big dude? What's his name? Help me out.
Which guy?
He had the ponytail. We were talking about him. He used to be with MJF. He used to be his bodyguard.
Well, I can't think of his name. Who are you talking about? Yeah.
He came back.
Yeah, that's good.
He looks even bigger.
It's good. You need some big guys, and there's too many little guys. Nothing
right?
wrong with little
So,
guys. We have to have a balance here, guys.
well, he's been out for a year, man.
Yeah.
He hasn't been around for a while. All right, let us talk about this one very quickly. Zack Sabre versus Nigel McGuinness for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship title. Um, again, good match, man. I mean, it's all it was a solid match. I take nothing away from both guys, but I mean, if you're not familiar with Zack Sabre Jr. or Nigel McGuinness, I really don't know how you would be invested.
This match to me, when I saw it and I heard the names, put it on Dynamite or Collision. That to me, this match is a filler. Yes, it wasn't bad, but we don't need every match doesn't have to be 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with a 5-minute match.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
filler.
yeah. All right, let's leave it at that. Just so everybody knows, Zack Sabre won at the end of the match. They did all the respect and everything because Nigel McGuinness is still considered, highly respected for what he's done and what have you.
Yeah.
And blah 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 blah. But it was good. It was a good match. I mean, as a wrestling fan, just for pure wrestling, you couldn't get a better match. Just for the skill set and what they did. Okay, Hangman Page versus MJF. In my opinion, match of the night. Hands down, these guys put on a banger. Loved it. The color, everything, the back and forth, just the way they work together. MJF is quickly proving to me more and more every time I see him out there just to be this next level guy, man. I mean, if WWE doesn't pick this guy up at some point,
I don't think he wants to, but he's got a tattoo of AEW on his leg.
well, hey, man, I mean, if he wants the real money, if he wants to get that world notoriety, that's where he has to go. I almost feel that MJF is the sting of this generation if he doesn't.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. He doesn't have that kind of popularity. But I know what you're saying. That was like so. We just said, or I said, Swerve and Okada had no chemistry. Really, they didn't really vibe. But these guys have good chemistry. They're both size. They're both little, smaller-ish guys. They worked well. They put everything on the line.
Considering, considering where the match,
best match tonight.
Considering where the match was on the card, second to last match, and we're already in about 3.5 hours at this point. To have that kind of match, and for me myself to be invested, I'm like, oh wow, this is good.
Mm.
But by that point, you're kind of like,
well, that's what I was saying before. Like, yeah, Zack Sabre and Nigel McGuinness, sure, they're loved by the hardcore indie guys. But the guys watching, you can crap about these guys. But you watch MJF and Hangman Page, who may not be as technically skilled as those guys. Their match is 100 times better. So because it had the entertainment factor. It was a great match. Those guys worked well together. They both got nothing but respect for that match.
Then finally, the lights out steel cage match, the Golden Lovers, Darby Allin. So the Golden Lovers consist of Kenny Omega and I can't remember the dude's name, the Japanese fellow from New Japan. I apologize, people. The Golden Lovers, Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, who is now the president of New Japan.
Okay.
He's on his last few matches here, man.
No, I know.
The dude's about to retire. The one thing I'll say about Tanahashi, that dude's got the coolest hair in the world.
You like that his look, eh?
Oh, dude, the flowing hair. That guy's got to be on a romance novel, man.
Yeah, it's funny. Part of his character works well.
He's got that kind of hair, man. Like respect to that hair. Like nothing but respect to that hair. And Will Ospreay versus Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, the Young Bucks, and Gabe Kidd. Now, before this match started, first off, we didn't really know what to expect, right? What kind of match would this kind of be? Well, it turns out to be a mini Hell in the Cell with no cage top.
So it's like lights out means you gotta get knocked out. Lights out.
No, lights out meaning so Justin, the ring announcer, he comes out and he goes, "It's time for lights out. When the lights go out and come back on, this is now a non-sanctioned fight." So basically, by turning off the lights, it dissolves AEW having any kind of responsibility for what happens.
That is one of the lamest things I've ever heard in wrestling. That is so cheesy and corny. Are you kidding me? That's what that meant?
Basically, that's what it meant. That's the way he described it. Dude, I might be wrong, but
you make sense with Tony Khan. That is so cheesy.
He turns off the lights. They say once the lights go out and they come back on, AEW is not responsible for anything that happens in this match.
Yeah,
right? Non-sanctioned.
Or we're gonna bleed, but come on, man. That's so cheesy. It's so goofy, man.
Well, first off, I thought it was goofy looking at the setup. I'm like, dude, this is just like a little Hell in the Cell.
Mhm.
So it's half the size of a Hell in the Cell
With the open top.
with an open top, right? And I thought, okay, you know what? As I'm watching this could actually work. This could actually be good. This is kind of cool. I like it,
Mhm.
right? The match was all over the place. I'll be honest, man. Let's just call it the way it was. Like, I mean, yeah, you had some great spots, you had some great moments, you had some close calls, you had everything that you want in this kind of match. But with 8 guys in there, all doing their own thing, and the production level of AEW is already in question. It's just how can they control this? And you already saw there were a few moments there, and I'm not trying to be nitpicky, bro, but unfortunately, I see things, you see things a little different than most people will, right?
Mhm.
Most people who watch wrestling will see it differently, right?
Yeah.
So the camera angles, they caught some bad shit that shouldn't have been caught, and they flubbed a couple spots here and there. I really don't think the cameramen knew where they were supposed to be, per se, because they were in there with them.
And I'm glad you brought that up. So that's the difference between Vince McMahon and Tony Khan. If Vince McMahon was behind in the Gorilla position, that would never would have happened. He would have been ripping on those camera guys. But before the show, Vince makes sure everything goes smooth. Even with the camera guys, he talks and do this. When we cut to this, you do that. Tony Khan doesn't have the smarts of Vince McMahon to do pull. It would never happen under Vince.
Well, I tell you what, WWE still does that because a lot of what Vince left in place still is being done, right? Like, you think the doors open at 5, but people don't realize the talent is there like 10 o'clock in the morning and they're running through everything.
Oh, yeah.
The ring entrances, they're timing everything to make sure everything, okay, cameraman, you need to stand here and capture this from this moment and this and that. So, I mean, there are levels to this, right?
Yeah.
Total levels to this. That was Forbidden Door.
Match too, though, and Jab in the year.
Sorry?
There's a fork that came out of this match, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, that I turned away. I mean, there's just some brutality I can dig, but some of that stuff is just too gruesome for me too, man. John Moxley working over the earlobe.
The fork, yeah.
With the fork. Now, granted, Darby Allin wears those earrings, those hollow ones, that expand your earlobe.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, the disc things. You've seen those.
What's the purpose of that?
It's basically just a style, I guess. I don't know what to call them, man. I mean, if those African chicks can put those plates in their lips,
yeah,
dudes and girls are doing that now, right? So they've been doing it for a while. It's more of a punk rock or hip. I have no idea, man. It kind of
rock like a new.
It reminds me of the Lollapalooza sideshow stuff.
Yeah,
where they had those kind of earrings and the guy's lifting up a brick with his earring, sort of a deal.
Yeah. I mean, there were some good spots in this match. I mean, Ospreay looked good. He did some crazy stuff off the top rope as he always does. But yeah, Moxley digging a fork in the ear and working the earlobe, and that's a little. I don't mind the hardcore stuff, but that's a little over the top.
Yeah, no, it is a little too much, my friend. A little too much. All right. Well, I tell you what, man. Let's move on to the ugly of the show.
Not a bad show though. It was decent though.
No, what would you give it? Sorry, before we move on, what would you give the
10?
show? Yeah, out of 10.
I give it 7.5. It's too long, and not every match. I don't need to watch half-an-hour matches and 20-minute matches every match. Come on, give me a 5-10 minute match. I'm not happy with it because some of these matches just drag on and on and on, and they start losing quality because it's just too long.
Yeah, no, I got to give credit where credit is due. I mean, the crowd kept me in it. To be fair, that crowd was into it for the whole show. And you got to figure 0 Hour had about 3 to 4 matches as well. Let's not forget about the pre-show, right? So you had about 2, 3, at least a minimum 3 matches on that portion of the show. So everyone in there, if you're watching it at home as well with that, you're digesting, oh goodness, maybe 5, 6 hours of wrestling.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Too much, right? Too much, my friend. All right, you ready?
Do it.
Let's talk about it, man. Unfortunately, over that weekend as well, we had an indie show in California, Rikishi's promotion. Okay. There's a fellow there by the name of Syko Stu. He spells his name Syko, Stu, STU. Okay. You run independence. You're a part of the independent scene here in Vancouver. So I find this is a great opportunity for you to share your experiences and shed some light on what I'm about to say. And tell me if I'm wrong or whatnot. You ready?
Yes, do it.
All right. So this show, backstage before the show even started, All the wrestlers get together, as we know. They shake hands, say hello. Who doesn't know each other? Introduce, blah blah blah. So Raja Rampage, the son of former UFC Pride Championship fighting world champion himself, Rampage Jackson, short on the temper, probably a couple loose screws in the head.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's be, and I'm not being disrespectful.
No, it's the truth.
It's just what it is. Okay. I wouldn't say it to his face, but it is what it is. His son was a part of that show. So Raja was backstage meeting a lot of the guys. He meets Syko Stu. Okay, so Syko Stu is there. Everyone's drinking. Okay, people are drinking. The talent, the athletes, they're all sitting there. I don't know how slosh they were, but they had cans of beer. They were drinking before the show started. Okay. Point number one. At the indie shows for KOF or Canadian Apex Wrestling that we do, or you do for the most part, is that tolerated?
No, there's no drugs allowed. Not saying that a couple of guys might have a couple of beers and show up. A couple of guys might smoke a joint on the side, but there's no alcohol or drugs in the dressing room allowed. Period. If we find that, you're out.
Okay, so this is what they were doing.
It's dangerous. You're doing dangerous stuff. You can't be drunk.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody was drunk, but they were literally open cans of beer, just taking them back, this and that. And this is Rikishi's promotion. He should know better too.
Was he there for this?
I don't know that. I don't know. I don't have that information. But regardless, if you're a former professional at the level that Rikishi was,
he knows better than this.
And the family land that he comes from, is that tolerated?
Absolutely. He knows that.
So Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson, goes up to Syko Stu. There's a video out there. You can see it for yourselves. He says, I'm Rampage, blah, blah, blah. I'm Syko Stu. And he goes, yeah. And he smashes a beer thing on his head to Raja.
Yeah.
Okay. That's wrong in its own right. Why would you do that? Like, you don't do that to a person who's green.
And drunk, man, drunk as hell.
Right. So now let's fast forward. Apparently they squashed it. Everything was okay. They shook hands. Cool. Syko Stu and Raja Jackson actually had a spot in a match later on that night where Raja Jackson was going to come out and interfere and attack Syko Stu as a part of the match. Okay. Raja comes out. He brings him down. He just starts going to town with real punches, knocks the guy out solid. Now, update on Syko Stu. He's going to be fine, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. A little bit of a concussion, but he's okay. He's not going to die. He's going to be just fine. But Raja Jackson went to town on the guy. The whole locker room emptied out to separate them. Now, in my opinion, shame on Raja Jackson, but Raja Jackson should have had a better sense of professionalism and whatnot, but I blame Syko Stu for this.
Well, so there's a couple things here. Jake Shields was Rampage's really good friend. He said Rampage was super upset after this happened, that his kid did that. So here's a couple things here. Number one, Syko Stu does the beer thing on his head. They squash it to be professional and have a match. But obviously, Raja didn't squash it. He just said that. He was planning to get revenge. My question is, how drunk were these guys? How much were they drinking backstage? Raja went animalistic, though. You want to give him a stiff, like, so example, what does Brock Lesnar do? Who did he stiff? Braun
Strowman, yeah.
He stiffed him once. That's all you need to know. Maybe one shot, shouldn't do it, but okay, I get it. A hard stiff. To beat the guy unconscious, to give him a brain damage. It's not brain damage. Give him a concussion where your brain actually moves in your head and shakes and causes you a concussion. That could be repercussions for Syko Stu when he's 60 or 70. So, I mean, that guy shouldn't, I wouldn't book that guy anywhere. Raja.
Syko Stu or Raja?
Raja.
Well, I mean,
Syko Stu was out of line too, but they both should never match. But the promoters probably thought, hey, they squash it, we're gonna get out there and do the spot because Jackson has a bit of a name. Yeah. Jackson obviously was, I'm gonna get this guy. He just went nuts on him.
But he was stewing the whole night, waiting for that opportunity to unleash it, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's premeditated.
Right? But how much can you look? Raja has his blame in all of this, 100%. But from the perspective of a wrestler, I think Syko Stu is the one to blame more, even though he's the victim.
But they agreed to squash it. So that means,
but Raja doesn't understand that. You know what I mean? And that proved.
Well, no, Raja understands you don't punch somebody for real in wrestling. He has to understand that.
He does.
So what Raja did is he tricked everybody. He tricked the promoter. He tricked the agents, whatever you want to call them, backstage. The guys booking the match. He lied to them, tricked them. Everything's cool. He's sure everything's cool. He waited to get a spot, beat the crap out of the guy. If you're gonna beat the crap out of the guy, do it after the show. That was so unprofessional. I hope he doesn't ever get booked again. Same with Syko Stu, that was wrong too. But they squashed it. Raj is a loose cannon. He's obviously a little bit messed up in the brain. He's lucky Syko doesn't charge him. And I'm glad he's not, but the guy is nuts. You don't hit a guy that many times. You've hit him a couple times, you got him. Why keep doing that?
Yeah, no, dude, I get you completely, but I mean, I think all of this is going to be diverted if Syko Stu actually had more common sense.
Yeah,
he started it dealing with.
But Roger shouldn't do that.
No, equal blames, but I'm going to put it on the veteran more because he should have known better. That's all I'm saying.
He did, yeah, I agree. But then, you can never book Raja again.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, you can't trust this guy. Somebody will book him though. Somebody will book him.
You know what? Ryzen in Japan will take him.
Some will take him.
Right? Japan will take him in a heartbeat. They take all those guys.
Yeah, so
they don't care.
Unfortunate situation. It just makes wrestling look like a circus freak show. And
in that sense, it does. You know,
both guys are out of line.
Right, and unfortunately, that made national headlines. So let's hopefully.
You do that to a guy like Brock Lesnar. He's not going to go crazy. He'll just get you and stiff you so hard you won't think about it.
Oh no! One shot from Brock, okay, I understand, sir.
Yeah.
Right. Just I won't do it again. And Braun's never done it again.
Yeah, exactly. You knew
better, in fact, after that, Braun went soft.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. That video has had millions and millions of views, went viral. It's got the wrestling world buzz. It's actually number one story in wrestling right now.
And maybe it's a work, all of it, just to get Syko Stu's name out there. I never heard of Syko Stu before that day.
I didn't even know Rampage's kid was wrestling. I had no idea.
Neither did I. But there we go. All right, Guy. This weekend, Clash in Paris. It's finally here. We have one show to go. I don't think any other matches are going to be announced. So what do you say? You and I predict this and then call this a show.
Let's do it.
All right. Before we go any further, guys and gals, remember we are now a part of the Wrestling Society Network. Big shout out to Professor Bear and the whole team up there. Thank you for all the support and love. Our show is now on the metaverse, as Mr. Michael says, which is kind of cool, I guess, in a way. It's opening the doors to a lot of different people. Cool. So big shout out to the Wrestling Society. Thank you for having us and making us a part of the family out there, man. Shout out to you guys.
Appreciate
it. All right. Clash in Paris. You ready?
Do it.
Let's start with the easy one. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. Nothing on the line except maybe Roman's shoes. What do you see in this one?
See a good match. See a match I'm kind of looking forward to. I didn't like Roman Reigns for 23 minutes after he opened up Raw. It was too long. Listen to all that entrance and listen to all that. This is a tough one to call, but yeah, Roman's going to get it. But Bronson is going to look strong in doing so. Can't make it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those matches where Bronson just dominates, and then at the last minute, Hulk he helps up.
Yeah,
Roman's up and he gets the victory. Does he walk away with the shoes though? I don't think so. I think that's still going to be hanging around somewhere else, right? So we're done with that one.
Yeah, it'd be a good match. It gives Bronson Reed some more experience against a wily veteran and get his name up there and keep it strong. But Roman gets a W. Should be a good match, actually.
I think ultimately what they're trying to build up is towards a Seth Roman match here. This is what they're building towards, right? Good old fashioned Donnybrook in Paris. Sheamus versus Rusev. This should be fun.
I just listened to this the other day. We've seen the Sheamus and Rusev stuff going on for a while, a couple months. I hope this is it. Now it'll be a good match. But Rusev, there was no need to bring this guy back. It's just no. Yes, this is going to be a good match. Don't get me wrong. This can't even be a match tonight. But the guy is just not over. He's no charisma anymore. His best days are behind him. So I hope after this match, this feud is done. And not a fan of Rusev.
Let's see. They've traded victories. Their last match went to a no contest. So it's 1-1. Let's call it that.
I like Sheamus. Sheamus works hard. I like his style of stiffing. But at the end of the day, he's been around for a long time. These two guys need to be off the cards, and we need some younger guys out here.
I tell you what, man. In my opinion, so who do you pick?
Rusev's going to get it.
Okay, I'm going Rusev as well. My reason for Rusev winning is I think since he's come back since after WrestleMania, he's still trying to find his feet in the company, and hopefully this will stabilize him, and we can start seeing a bit more from
Rusev. He's tripping over both of his feet. The guy's never going to be over. It's just never going to happen.
Hey, man, I'm being wishful. Yeah. Okay, fatal four-way match for the World Heavyweight title. Seth Rollins, LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso. which is fair because he never did get his rematch.
Yeah.
So he's getting his rematch here. Punk is getting his rematch. LA Knight, I guess because he beat Seth when the whole I hurt my knee incidents took place, he gets a spot.
Well, he did hurt his knee. This wasn't as bad as they thought, so they spun it. But yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, saying that I deserve a title shot. What I really like about this is you got everyone who hates Seth, but then you got the situation with Jey Uso and Punk kind of aligning and even taking out LA Knight. So it looks like LA Knight's the only guy who's on an island by himself in this match. That all being said, I still say Seth Rollins somehow finds a way to win this by hook or by crook. Very simply put, Seth Rollins for the win.
Yeah, they're not going to take the belt on Seth right now. I would like to see the belt get off the guy personally. But yeah, it's not going back to Uso. Punk's not going to get it. I mean, you could give it to LA Knight because there's a lot of heat on the internet. People saying Triple H doesn't like him, doesn't book him well, always wants him to lose. So, it could swerve everybody. You could give the belt to LA Knight. Very unlikely, but you're right. Seth's the W.
Becky Lynch.
Pretty good match, though.
Yeah, no, it should be fun. So Seth for both of us?
That's for both.
Okay. Becky Lynch versus Nikki Bella, women's intercontinental title match. Good back and forth here, man. I love the promos. The promos have been crazy. Becky's
getting a lot of heat because she said she took that cheap shot at Ozzy Osbourne, which, the guy's dead. I mean, I get she's being a heel, but she got a lot of heat, even Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah, but she was supporting, even Kelly Osbourne got into it.
Yeah.
She wasn't happy with it. But I mean, really, was it a diss or was it really a compliment? Like, I mean, a compliment to Ozzy, I guess, but
he's kind of mocking him a little bit, but I had no problem with it. It's wrestling.
And considering where they were saying it, Birmingham is, I mean, I think one of the best lines that I heard is you're not tough enough to live in Manchester, and you're not rich enough to live in London. So that's why you all live in Birmingham. Now, I get these a little bit more than perhaps you do because of my background in the UK and all my family. So I know how all these little things work over there with the towns and how they put each other down, right? I mean, it is what it is. I get it. You have to be a part of that culture to understand these disses and these put downs.
Go check out Elon Musk's ex. He's all over Britain right now. Go check it out and see what he's saying.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was a good promo by Becky, man. I don't know whoever wrote that for her, but whoever did was.
It was good, man. I think Becky's been killing it since she's been in Europe. Nikki Bella, never the greatest on the mic, but I've enjoyed watching her since she's come back. She looks great. Like post baby, early motherhood. She looks great, man. She's looking firm. Both ladies look in great shape. But Becky, I think Nikki's only here for a cup of tea. You want to put the strap on her? Go ahead. I could see that happening, but I think Becky wins.
Yeah, Becky's the one. Nikki doesn't need it. She's got a big name. She's just here to have a few matches, like a Trish Stratus kind of thing, some nostalgia, get some fans back that have left kind of idea, and push Becky to the limit.
Well, we shall see. But then again, you never know, man. They've been swerving us a lot these days, right?
Yeah.
But for all we know, we could see Nikki walking away with this title and then losing it when she comes back, right? I mean, she doesn't need to hold on to it forever, but I mean, it'd be interesting to see if Nikki wins, man. But I think Becky should win, right? My mind tells me Becky.
Most likely. It's the way to go.
Most likely. Okay, you ready? Fight you been looking forward to?
Yes, very.
John Cena, Logan Paul, ladies and gentlemen. I am looking forward to this. I think just the promos have been good. Cena is on
really great chemistry together.
Great chemistry together. Yeah. I mean, it helps that they worked it as a tag team as well. So they have some of that going for them as well. But Cena is in full form. Love it. Worst thing that ever happened to him in this run is becoming a heel because that completely flopped. But it looks like everyone literally forgot about it. No, like it never happened. I
think everybody realized you love John Cena so much. He's just not a good heel because he's, like I said it the day that happened. He's such a nice guy. He got to be a bit of a jerk to be a good heel. He's not a jerk. He's not like Flair. He's not like Hogan. He's just a nice guy. Couldn't pull it off. Now, I like what they did. Cena, Logan Paul's so good. People are so, some of these wrestling fans are so idiotic. Like Logan Paul is literally making fun of himself. So John Cena is like, you guys call me a parasite. And John Cena says, no, he's dissing on himself. People don't get that. And then, John Cena has a better. Of course, John Cena is one of the best guys in the mic ever. Nobody's going to say Logan Paul will talk him. And Logan Paul got him backstage, hit him in the back there. So it was well done.
I think that ending segment for last week's SmackDown was phenomenal. Just the way it pulled off, the timing, all of it. Again, AEW learned something from production here. This is what I'm talking about. The camera was right in the right spot where it was supposed to be. Everything was
But people
cultivated.
don't. Well, you get it, but I do. But a lot of people don't catch it. Yes, John Cena's making fun of him. You're a parasite. You're all these things and stuff. It's not just about running fast. He's saying this guy can really run fast. It's not about just jumping high. So he's actually praising him. Cena's actually putting him over, but he's getting the crowd worked up by dissing him on little
Exactly.
things. Putting over his wrestling. It was well done.
And that's what Cena's good at, right? Like people say, "Oh, Cena this, Cena that." That dude's put over more people than you can imagine. One example, I think I've talked about it before, but I love it, so I want to share it one more time. That how he put over Brodus Clay at WrestleMania.
I remember that.
Okay, I think it was Orton versus Bray Wyatt. It went long.
Yeah.
It went longer than it was supposed to. So they said, "Hey, we don't have time for your segment, Brodus." And that made him sad because you work your whole year to have that moment at WrestleMania. Cena was standing beside him and he was next. Okay, Cena, you're up. Cena goes, "Oh, I got to go take a shit."
Yeah.
Go, "How long are you going to be?" Looks at Brodus, 5 to 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes off, which allowed Brodus to go and do his spot.
Mm-hmm.
Who does that for people?
Yeah, no,
in that business.
He's not putting Logan Paul over. Logan Paul's not winning this match. It's gonna be a great match.
Just saying in general, just the way he's
over.
Awesome. Like even with the segment that you're talking about, with the promos and everything, it's all how he says that you're
people
still
think he's dissing him. He is, but he's also
still giving him the rub.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So I mean, that's it. Now this match itself, how do you see it playing out, man?
This is the match I'm looking forward to the most. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Lots of fun. John Cena is really pushing himself in the ring right now. He's doing great work. Logan Paul is, he's going to do a big high spot, probably jump off the rope on the table or something crazy. Cena can't do that. And then there's things Cena do that Paul can't do. So it's going to be a great match. But Johnson's in the match. He's not going to take the belt off of Logan Paul. If you want to break the internet, you give Logan Paul the belt for a month. The internet would go nuts. Indies fan would be.
Yeah, but there's no belt here, bro.
The belt's on the line?
Cena's not champion anymore. It's Cody.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about. Yeah, sorry. Keep forgetting about where's Cody Rhodes?
Cody's hurt.
I forgot he's even champion.
I thought, because I mean, logically, you should have had Drew McIntyre versus Cody on this card, but it's not.
Yeah. See, dude, just think I don't even know who's champion anymore. I forgot that Cody even beat him. That's how weak he's been as a champ. So it's gonna be a good match, but I know Johnson's gonna get the W. No, I think Brock Lesnar's gonna come out. If Logan Paul wins, Brock will come out and beat up John, and Logan pins him. But Logan will not win clean.
No. Well, here's what I'm predicting is okay. So I think John Cena, if nothing like you said happens, then John Cena all the way clean. Okay. Imagine Brock coming out, attacking Cena, but the referee would be a disqualification. So the referee has to be out or something has to work in the favor to allow Brock to come out. He F5 Cena. Logan wins. Logan's jumping around like his Logan character.
Yeah.
Brock kicks his ass too.
Yeah. Brock, I think, will come out. The reason being, Cena's only got how many more dates left? I don't know, 7.
After this, 10.
So Brock Lesnar came back to ruin John Cena's retirement party. What better way than screwing you over? So the most hated guy in wrestling with the most heat. That's how good of a heel Logan Paul. Everybody hates him. I love the guy myself, but you know what I mean. So he screws over John Cena, and we will see a Brock and Cena match. I don't know what Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, whatever it will be. Brock will come out and ruin the party. I'm pretty positive of that.
No, for sure. Now you can see behind me, I got the Montreal Canadiens picture, and I got that wonderful shirt given to me by a beautiful friend of mine who went to Montreal for the Elimination Chamber. Do you know that guy?
I think I know him. Yeah, I love the Elimination Chamber. That's a great structure to see live, man.
Really... No. But do you know the guy I'm talking about who gave me that shirt?
I know the guy, yeah.
He's a wonderful human being. Good, great friend of mine. Oh, it's you, Mr. Michaels.
That's a cool shirt.
Thank you for that. And you know what? The reason I'm bringing that up is because I want the hat that Cena had in his final appearance at the Bell Center.
Is it on the WWE website for sale?
I don't know. I'm gonna go look for it. I don't know if it's available there.
On for sale.
Yeah, because I would love to get that hat on my hand because it's a Montreal Canadiens hat with his logo.
Yeah, it was a cool hat.
I'm not saying I'm going to wear it in public. I just want it to
Some
have
of those hats only exclusive to the venue when you go to buy it from the merch stand. But
that's what I'm saying. Right? Some of that stuff is only for the city.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can find it. If anyone out there knows of one, let me know. I want it. I want that hat. Not necessarily to wear on my head. I just want it on the back of that wall hanging.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Check it out. You'll probably find it somewhere.
It's a cool hat. Even the shirt was cool. It just had the Habs kind of, anyways, I would just compliment it. All right, man. We've talked about AEW. We've talked about Clash in Paris. We talked about Syko Stew. I don't think there's anything else that we need to really touch on right
Covered
now.
it all, man.
Very short announcement. There have been a few releases in WWE, but nothing of name or recognition. These are guys from the ID program that they're working on now. We'll talk about the ID program in a different episode. But yeah, that's basically it, man. We're just gearing up. We got what? I guess we had Heat Wave for NXT, which was a good show. I know you didn't catch it, but it was a decent show. I enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, go see it. So we got one SmackDown, and then we got Clash in Paris. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Clash in Paris, we have an 11 a.m. start on the West Coast for the show.
Yeah, don't mind that once in a while.
Yeah, so we got that happening on this Saturday. Other than that, everything is everything. Chance Michaels, how are you, my friend?
Feeling good, man. Doing good.
Awesome, fantastic. All right, I'm Bobby Sampson. He is Mr. Chance Michaels.
And in the words of the great ACDC, those that download, like, and subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you. We salute all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the subscribers. Guys, as of this morning, we were sitting at 6,760 subscribers. Thank you for everyone for tuning in, joining us, and being a part of our little family here out on the West Coast. We do it better than anyone on the coast. We do it better than anyone on the coast all the way down to Mexico, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Do you agree?
We even do it better than some of those boys in England.
Well, we're not, we don't want to be that guy, but okay. All right. Well, you know what? We'll know if they watch the show and comment on it because this was at the end of the show. So we'll see.
Find out.
All right. We'll find out. So shout out to everyone. Thank you for all the support, the love. Thank you to the Wrestling Society Network for supporting us and bringing us on a part of the family. We love it. Thank you for the opportunity.
Maybe you should get one of those guys to come on for the review show of Clash of Paris
soon. I'm going to put it out there to them and see if we can get the professor. Let's see if we can get the professor in for next week, man.
Yeah.
See what we can do. Right? We'll do that, and we'll figure it out. We'll do that. All right, guys and gals, final week of summer. If you're in the States, you're already in school, but for the rest of the world, school starts after the long weekend. So that being said, it's a long weekend. Enjoy the rest of this week out here in Vancouver. We're outside, 33 degrees. It's beautiful. Enjoy it. Take it in, man. Drink it in, man. Chris Jericho might be coming back, eh? Just to throw that out there. And we'll talk about that later another day.
Will.
But yeah, man. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy your family. Just be safe and be good to each other. And remember, if you want it, you got to work for it. Even the big man upstairs will tell you, I will help you and I will guide you and I will reward you. But you still got to work, my man and lady.
Yeah.
Samp and Chance are out.